Hola, family. You've got an idea, you got a dream, but weeks, months, and even years has passed and it's stayed in your head only. You know what? That is today. In this episode, we're going to take that dream that you've been carrying in your heart for so long and map out how you can bring it to life step by step by step. I'll share strategies from some of the greatest business minds, inspiring success stories, timeless biblical wisdom, and some action steps that you can take today to move from dreaming to doing. I'll see you right after this. Clarity. The vision must be clear. To clarify means to make something clear or clearer. Now, listen to this. Having clarity means to have a clear and distinct understanding of something, free from confusion and ambiguity. In essence, it is about being able to see things as they are, understanding them well, and communicating them effectively. This can be applied to several aspects of life, such as goal setting, thoughts, and even physical perception. The core lesson here is that without clarity, execution is impossible. Let me say this again. Without clarity, execution is simply impossible. You have a responsibility. The responsibility to execute the vision that's been given to you, that dream that's been given to you, that gift that God has given to you. You have a responsibility. I was watching Spider-Man. I don't remember which one it was, if it was the first or the second, Homecoming, whatever. But as Spider-Man's uncle, he got shot before he passed away, he told something very important to Spider-Man that caught my attention. He says that he told him that with great gifts come great responsibilities. Did you get that? With great gifts come great responsibilities. That means you have a responsibility. So I say unto you, with great vision, with great mission, with great goal, come great responsibility. So you're responsible for those things. God could have trusted someone else with all those beautiful, wonderful dreams and vision and gifts. He entrusted you. So you got to be a good steward. What you do with it, it's your give back to God. You understand that? So starting today, you have to take the responsibility to execute. Let me tell you, the word to execute means to carry out, to put into effect. You have to make it come to pass. I have a friend of mine, he's a wonderful motivational speaker. His name is Zizi. He usually told me, Jonathan, if it's to be, it's up to me. You hear that? If it's to be, it's up to me. So I say unto you again, if it's to be, it's up to you. You listening to me, watching me today, it's up to you to execute the dream that was given unto you. This is your responsibility. I know, it's not your fault. You have all kind of excuses. It's not your fault. We understand that, but it's your responsibility. So today I'm giving you permission to execute, permission to start that company, permission to start that business, permission to write that book, permission to start that foundation, permission to start that podcast, permission to do whatever it is that was given unto you as a mission to execute. Really, you don't need my permission, But sometimes we are stuck. It's just like we need someone to tell us that, my brother, my sister, you can do this. This is your responsibility to do it. So I'm empowering you with permission today. But it must be clear. You must write it down so clear that anybody in your team or anybody else can carry out that dream. You understand that? Okay. It is Lewis Carroll who said, if you don't know where you're going, any road will get you there. Let me say it again. If you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. So just imagine when you start a new business, when you start a new company or foundation, you know where you want to get, but you don't know the road that will take you there. Just like everybody's fascinated by success, but nobody wants to study the process. It's the process, the line between all the work that you have to do, the failures, the mistakes, all that, and the learning process that would lead to success. When preparation meets opportunity, and boom, success happens. Okay? So the process is very important. The road, you may don't know the road. That's what Carol is saying here. But any road will get you there. But it must be clear. Listen to this. In the book, Start With Why by Simon Sinek, it explains that great companies, great leaders, they always know their why before their how or their what. Okay? It's why, how, and what. So as you're writing down your clear dreams and goals, you have to make sure that you know why. Why you're starting that company. Why you want to help these people. Why you want to serve. Why you want to solve this problem. If you know your why, guess what? You're going to know who your avatar is, who your target market is. You're going to know who you want to serve so much that that will lead you to the how to serve these people. Because you're going to have information about them. You know those people. Okay? And by knowing the how, you're going to know with what you're going to serve them. With what you're going to solve their problem. Do you get that? So it's very important. So the dream has to be so clear. Here's your action step. Write down the vision in one clear sentence. It must be so clear that a 10-year-old could understand it. Let me say it again. Write the vision so clear that a 10-year-old can understand it. Is how clear your vision must be. Now, Steve Jobs once said, design is not just what it looks like and feel like. Design is how it works. See the how? We just spoke about the how. Apple's vision was never to make computers. You know that, right? It was to make tools for the mind that advance humankind. What they had in mind was making tools. But in the process of doing that, they ended up making computers, cell phone, iPhones, smartphones, and all kind of tablets and stuff. So on your way to the promised land, on your ways to the goal, there's so many things that you're going to learn. So many things that you're going to do, you're going to create. So it's very important. But the vision must be clear. The Bible says that write the vision and make it plain on tablets that he may run who reads it. So you have a responsibility. Your vision needs to be clear and visible so you and others can act on it. Hey family, Jonathan Laurince here, and I've got something special for you. If you ever felt like the odds were just stacked against you, then my new book, The One True Wonder, was written for you. Pop Memoir, Pop Masterclass, this book will inspire you to turn your obstacles into opportunities and build a brand from the ground up. Whether you are a seasoned or an aspiring entrepreneur, or a creative or a dreamer, this book is your blueprint for purpose-driven success. So go ahead, grab your copy of The One True Wonder today on Amazon, and let's walk this journey together. The link is in the description. Courage. Start before you're ready. I told you before in the first episode, which is the power to start where you are, that it takes courage to start. Even when you know that you're not ready. We said that readiness is a process, but it takes courage to start. See, some people confuse the imposter syndrome with faith, because you're going to have faith in yourself, in your God's given ability, and also have faith in God, who gave you the mission, who gave you the vision and those goals in the first place. And the imposter syndrome, by definition, is like, it's a feeling of self-doubt, feeling that you're not worthy of success. You're not deserving of success, that the plan is too big for you, not ready to do it. And also a feeling of fear of being perceived as a fraud. It's a lot to swallow, knowing that there's so many naysayers watching you, they don't believe in you. Maybe you're going to be the first in your family to write a book, to start a company, to start a foundation. And you have all these people watching you because you are going against the grain. You're not going according to the norm, to the certain standard. What happened is people, they are reflecting their insecurities on you. If they cannot do it, they believe that you cannot. Who are you to think you can do more than us? It takes courage to stand among the crowd and do what it is your mission is, what it is you're created to do. Okay. Now, I told you it takes faith. You have to have faith in your God's given abilities and also have faith in God. But because of that, the imposter syndrome in you create fear. Did you know that fear stands for, it's F-E-A-R. That's how it's spelled, right? So it's a false evidence appearing real. So fear within itself, it's a feeling. It's not true. Some people have the fear of failure, fear of success. There's all those kind of fears going on out there, but not you. You're going to do better because you know one thing. You know that greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. You believe it says in Philippians 4 that you can do all things through him. So you're not going to let fear get all over you and stop you from doing what you got to do. Okay? So you have to act on faith. Faith, which is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Okay? All right. Here's a call lesson for part 2. Waiting for the perfect time kills more dreams than failure ever will. You hear that? Waiting for the perfect time will kill more dreams than failure ever will. So don't wait. Start today. You know, waiting, there's a word for that. It's called procrastination. It's to put for tomorrow things that you can do today. And they also say that procrastination is a thief of joy. If you want to be happy later, start today. Don't waste time, okay? Now, here's a quote I have for you. You don't have to be great to start. but you have to start to be great. That's Zig Ziglar who said that. You don't have to be great to start. You don't have to get it figured out the first time. You don't have to be all knowledgeable and all that to start. But guess what? You have to start in order to become great. Do you get that? It's wonderful. When I heard that, the first time I heard this phrase from Zig Ziglar, I said, oh my goodness. Oh, really? Okay. I just have to start and learn the process. Learn as you go. All right? Very good. Now, Alex Hormozy, one of the greatest minds in business, said something. You cannot steer a parked car. Motion creates clarity. There must be some motion, some action going on. Start making plans. Start, registering the business. Start giving a name to the business. Start designing these shoes. Start designing these clothes. Start doing something and clarity will come. Okay, so motion creates clarity. Not thinking about motion, but the actual motion. That's what creates clarity. Have you ever met these people? They have so many great ideas. Or one day I'll do this. One day I'll do that. And they never start. Not you. Because the future, that one day you're talking about, it's today. The future is today. And time will not wait on nobody. You just have to start and do what you got to do. Here's an action step for today. Commit to taking one imperfect step this week toward your idea. Launch a product, make your first sale, or post about the service or the product that you plan on launching. Let me repeat again. Action step for you today. Commit to taking one imperfect step this week toward your idea. Understand, it's not going to be perfect, but take that first imperfect step anyway. Launch a test product, put it out there. Okay? Make a post or preparing to let people know that something's coming up. Tell them about that service is available to them. That's your action step for today. I have a success story for you. It's about Howard Schultz. Howard Schultz wasn't born into wealth. Before Starbucks was a household name, Schultz pitched his coffee house vision to over 200 investors. Did you hear that? He made presentation to them after presentations. Most said no. But he started anyway, opening one small store after another small store, one small store at a time. Probably where you are, right? Start with one product at a time, one store at a time. And guess what? Today, Starbucks operates in over 35,000 locations worldwide. This is what starting, believing in yourself, betting yourself, take a leap of faith can do. That's you today. Some of you, just like me, wasn't born into wealth. We didn't start in money, right? But guess what? Wealth better come from you. Wealth better comes from you. So if it's to be, it's up to you. Listen to this. Stop making excuses for not starting. Plant the seed now. Start thinking of everything that will go right instead of drowning into the thoughts of everything that could go wrong. You hear that? Did you know that failure is a part of success too? Guess what? You learn more from failures than you learn from success. So failure is a good thing. You will fail the first time. You'll find some bumps, some obstacles, but go anyway because that's how you can learn, develop character, resilience, and also the patience and the courage. Hey guys, I hope that you're enjoying the content of today's podcast. It is put together just for you. But we have a problem. My team just told me that some of you are watching, but you're not subscribing to the channel. I need your help. That's the number one way you can really help us to grow as a channel. I want to be able to put some very good, valuable content out there that will help you to grow in your self-improvement journey, also help you to grow your business and help you to grow your brand. So please help us hit the subscribe button right now so you can be the first to know about our content in our next episode. So please do this right now, right now, right now. All right, let's go back to the episode. Okay? Execution. I said earlier in part one that to execute rather, it is the ability to carry out something or to put it into effect, to execute. But the way to go about execution is to take small steps consistently. Small steps consistently. You have to learn to start. If it's a business or a book that you're writing, every day you write a page. Every day, small steps, built in small, but it's got to be consistent. Okay? Listen to this. Consistency beats intensity. Let me repeat it again. Consistency beats intensity. Some people, they very intense in the beginning, and later on they're losing their intensity. I'd rather you start with intention, but start consistently. You're giving me 50% instead of 100% at first, but you start 50% and you maintain 50%, 51, 50, 49, and you maintain that consistency toward your goal. That's what consistency is, okay? You can tell this requires a certain amount of discipline to do, but one has to do it, okay? Now listen, a beautiful phrase from Bruce Lee that I've learned. It says that, Bruce Lee said that, I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. That consistency right there. Here's another one. Christopher Morley. Christopher Morley said that, says, the big shots are only the little shots who kept shooting. If you keep shooting consistently, kept shooting, kept making those small steps consistently, they will lead to big shots. Now, here's another one that I like. For those of you who like basketball, just like me, a fan of basketball, listen to this. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Did you know that? You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So shoot your best shot. This is Wayne Gretzky who said that. Shoot your best shot. It's not a matter of shooting 100 shots today and tomorrow you're not shooting. No, consistently shooting your best shot. You're not going to be your best every day, but keep shooting, okay? All right, hopefully you learned from these three quotes. Now, here's a business reference for you. In the book Atomic Habits by James Clear, he shows how small steps, small improvements, small building, 1% improvement compound into massive change. You hear that? 1% improvement, not 10%, 20%, 1% improvement every day, compound them into massive change. So you just got to start and do small steps, baby steps. Don't worry about making, don't run yet. It's okay to crawl. After crawling, you walk. After learning how to walk, and then you'll start running. All right? Now, here's an action step for you for today. Break your vision into micro goals. Break your vision into micro goals. Daily, weekly, monthly milestones that are achievable and measurable. You hear that? Let me repeat that for you. That's your action step for today, okay? Break your vision into micro goals, daily, weekly, monthly milestones that are achievable and measurable. Okay? Let me give you an example from Myron Golden, which is one of the brilliant mind in business and one of my online mentor. Myron Golden teaches us in his book From the Trashman to Cashman, From Crashman to Cashman is a book. I advise you to get that book as well. It teaches us that wealth and business growth often come not from massive leaps, but from faithfully repeating generating activities day after day. Let me say this again. Myron Golden in his book, From Trashman to Cashman, it teaches us that wealth and business growth often come not from massive leaps, but from faithfully repeating revenue generating activities day after day. That's consistency right there. Even in the Bible, it says that if you are faithful in little things, God will entrust you with bigger things. So you have to stay faithful and consistent with the little steps that you're taking. Every day you're posting. Every day you work on your product. Every day you take classes about your industry. Try to study the industry. Read about success stories every day to keep your mind sharp and know where you're going, to understand that if someone did it, you can do it too. And also, I said study about the market, and also design every day. Design every if you're a designer like me, or whatever what your field is. Or write a page every day on your book. Work on that book every day. Small steps, baby steps. Okay. Let me close part 3 with this. Faithfulness in small steps leads to bigger responsibilities and bigger blessings. Let me say it again. Faithfulness in small steps leads to bigger responsibilities and bigger blessings. So I pray that you stay faithful with the steps that you're taking, whether it's posting every day, post your product, post something, call a certain number of clients, emailing your clients or your potential clients, your prospects, whatever it is, do it every day. And all these efforts, when you compound them, it leads to massive success. Now, I would like to talk about community, the importance of surrounding yourself with builders. Okay? People, like-minded people. Builders, people who are building something, building a brand, building a business, or writing a book. If you're a writer, surround yourself with writers. If you're a shoe designer, surround yourself with shoe designers. If you are an architect, want to start your own firm, surround yourself with architects. If you in the fashion industry, if you in the computer industry, surround yourself with like-minded people. Okay, that forms a community, a mastermind group. Okay, they said that likes attract likes. Okay, So therefore, people who think the same, who are going in the same direction as you, if you surround yourself with these people, you have a better chance to get there because no one can do it by themselves. No one can do it by themselves. You're gonna need. You see, your business plan, your project, your goal is like your baby. And what did they say about babies? It takes a village to raise a child. You understand? So if you believe that your business, your as an entrepreneur, it's like a baby, you need a team around you, a team of like-minded people, and that will help you. Okay. Also, there is strength in numbers. Okay, there is strength in numbers. You know, I'm from Haiti. In Haiti, we said something that l'union fait la force. That means there is strength in unity. All right. So no one can do it by themselves. You will need people around you, a good team. We'll talk later about building a team and everything. But here's what I've done. If you're in Florida, for example, in Miami, Florida, a couple of years ago, I joined ACOF. ACOF is the Haitian American Chamber of Commerce of Florida. Once I became a member of ACOF, I've learned so much there. They have workshops and also class for startups and learn how to market, how to discover my avatar, how to make my dream clearer, how to it's good to be in a room with so many young entrepreneurs like me, and we all wanted to learn together and being taught by so many thought leaders, so by so many great business women and men who are where you want to be. Okay, so I'm grateful for all that I've learned from ACOF. If you're in Florida, look for the Haitian American Chamber of Commerce of Florida. It's not only for Haitian, man. Listen, let me give you an example. There, I met with the chairman, the president, Mr. Princeton Jinglode. I met him there, became friends with them, and learned so much. Those are people I can call. They have businesses, they are successful businessmen. I can call them and ask them for advice if I want to come out with a new product. And they all became customers of mine. Guess what? It's the one who provided the foreword for my book, The One Shoe Wonder. And guess what? I met as well the former president of ACOF, which is Jeff Lozama, a great friend of mine, also a big brother, a mentor to me. Those guys, they're exactly where I want to be. So see, by joining a community, and to make the story short, Jeff Lozama actually provided the afterwards for my book, The One Shoe Wonder. Having two businessmen who pour into me and also endorse my book, I'm grateful for that. You understand? So that's the beauty of joining a community of like-minded people. Not only you get lessons from them, classes from them, but you get inspired by the success. You understand? And also by their failures. They like an open book. Whatever you want to know, they will teach you. So join a community of builders that will help you. By the way, I started a community too. It's called the Visionary Brand Builder Coaching Program with yours truly as a coach. So I have a community that started on Kajabi, have a bunch of very good like-minded people, men and women who wants to get there. I'm teaching them how to start their business, how to maintain their business. We have conferences, we talk together, we have call conferences, and also I'm coaching them how to do that. So if you want to join, go on Kajabi. The link will be in the description. Hopefully I get the honor of teaching you how to go by starting your business or in any field. Okay? Very good. So join a community. Surround yourself with like-minded people, like I said earlier. Listen to this. Your surrounding, your environment, your proximity determines your elevation. You hear that? You want to be elevated in business, right? Or your foundation. You want your book to be a success. Surround yourself with like-minded people. Make them become your proximity.
Now, there's an African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. Let that sink in for a minute.
Let me give you a business reference. Jack Ma. We all know Jack Ma is the founder of Alibaba. Jack Ma built Alibaba by assembling a team of friends and colleagues who shared his vision even when no one believed in it. You hear that? No one outside of that team that he put together because they have to believe in you. If you're going to be in my surrounding, you can believe in me, I believe in you, and we work together. All right? Now, here's an action step for part four. Join a mastermind group. That's what I want you to do today. Join a mastermind group. It may be in your, whether it's in your area, whether it's online, join a mastermind group where you can be in a position where like-minded people, brain builders are pouring into you. You're pouring into them as well, learning from them, they're learning from you. Network locally. You have to know business owners, business leaders, and also entrepreneurs in your local area. Network locally. Or find mentors who've walked the road you want to travel. Whatever it is that you want to be, trust me, there's someone that you know who've been there, done that. Connect yourself. Model your business after these people. Okay? Make them become your mentor. Everybody needs a mentor. Someone told me once Michael Jordan had a mentor. Michael Jordan had a coach. You understand? LeBron James has a coach. Who are you? Who am I not to have a coach? I have a coach. And also I can coach you too. Okay? So the link will be in the description for ACOF for my brain building community. You see, I like the way the Bible put it together. It says in Proverbs 27, verse 17, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. So we need one another. Together we're strong, we can do it, okay? All right.
Always remember that your network is your net worth.
The right people will help you sharpen your skills and keep your vision alive. This is why we need one another. You need me, I need you. So let's do it together. Hola family, Jonathan here. Listen, I've got something fresh for your fit and your style. Would you like to know what it is? I'm glad you asked. At Immunity Footwear, we are redefining what it means to walk with purpose, confidence, and style. With a full collection of stylish, comfortable, and durable shoes for both men and women, we've got it all. From sleek dress shoes, everyday sneakers, our innovative listless tennis shoes. Look at this thing of beauty. Look at that. Whew. Wonderful. And our all-new golf shoe collection. Whether you're dressing up, stepping out, working out, we've got the perfect pair for you. So why wait? Head over to immunityfootwear.com. It's immunityfootwear.com and shop now. Now. The link is in the description. Immunity Footwear, changing and impacting the world one shoe at a time. Thank you for your support. Faith and persistence. You have to learn to stay the course when it gets hard. Newsflash, it will get hard. Early on in my life, in my journey, I've learned this quote that says, when the going gets tough, tougher get going. When the going gets hard, harder get going. But by all means, don't stop. That means in business, you're going to have some bad times, some bad quarters. You're going to have some failures. It's not all about success. If you don't have failures, you will not be able to appreciate success. If you don't have no loss, you will not be able to appreciate your win. You understand? It's a give and take. And that's how you can grow in maturity. That's how you can grow as an entrepreneur and grow character within you. Okay? Now, obstacles are a proof that you're on the right path. When obstacle comes, when you have a bump in the road, when failures come, disappointment, and you might have a product that no one wants. No one want to buy the product from you. And you get rejected, rejection after rejection, rejection after rejection. You know what it means? It means that you on to something good. That's one way you've learned that this product will now work for your target market. Now you learn something that other people don't know. Okay? So these obstacles, they are proof that you're on the right path. So you have to have a positive mind and take them positively. All right? Now, here's a quote from Steve Jobs that I read not too long ago that makes sense to me. He says that I am convinced that about half of what separates successful entrepreneurs from the non-successful ones is pure perseverance. You hear that? Pure perseverance. Steve Jobs. So you have to persevere. You have to stay the course when it gets hard. It's just not going to get, all rosy and beautiful all the time. Okay? Now, here's a business reference for you. In the book, The Lean Startup by Eric Rice, the key is to test, learn, and adapt without quitting. Okay? Listen to this. If you put a product out and for some reason your customers don't like it, okay, adapt, adjust. You test it out, you put it out there so you can, as a test, like a prototype, put it out there and get the feedback from the customers or potential customers. Adjust, and put it out again. You understand? So test, learn, and adapt, but don't quit. All right? Here's an action step for you today. When setbacks come, review your why. Adjust your how, but never abandon the mission. You hear that? When setbacks come, and believe me, they will come. That's one thing's for sure. Review your why. Adjust your how, but never abandon the core mission. Be quick to adjust, quick to review your why you have started in the first place. Adjust your how, so how you serve your customers, how you produce your product, how you give your service. In business, it's either you're selling a product or you're selling a service. You review how you go by serving, how you go by selling your service, how you go by selling your product or making your product. If you need to change your manufacturers, if you need to change something, tweak something, okay, that's adjusting it, but never abandon the mission. You get that? All right. Here's now a phrase from Martin Luther King Jr. that's famous. You guys know it. Dr. King left us with this wonderful motivational quote. I'm going to use it for business now. It says that if you can't fly, run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. You hear that? So when you encounter setbacks in your business, doesn't mean that you have to quit the business. You just learn a way that's not working. You just need to adjust, adapt, and keep moving. You understand? By all means, do not stop. Okay? They say that quitters quit, but winners, they don't quit. And that's you. Okay? Now, I'd like to leave you with this. The Bible says that let us not go weary in doing good. For at the proper time, we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. So the word for today in part 5 is do not give up when things don't work the way we'd like them to. So stay the course when things get hard and keep working on the details. Tweak something, adapt, test, and move forward. But by all means, don't quit. Well, it's time to wrap this up. Thank you so much, guys, for those of you who wrote me and text me and sent me some words of encouragement so I can be encouraged to do what I do. I really appreciate that. I hope that you have learned a lot from this 5-part lesson today. And I hope that this helps you to start doing what you got to do and be productive in your line of business or whatever it is that you want to do. But before I let you go, let me let you go with these statements, okay? Maybe they help you some more. Listen, your vision is the seed. The market, the industry is the ground. The steps you take are the water. And your persistence, that's the sunlight. Start where you are with what you have and watch your idea grow into impact. You've been given a vision for a reason. Don't let it die in your head. Because the world doesn't remember those who only dream. It remembers those who dare. So I dare you to take the first step. I tell you to move now. All right, guys, if this episode lit a fire in you, please share it with a friend who's been sitting on their dream for too long. This has been Jonathan, and you've been listening to the Laurince Podcast. Until next time, keep moving forward, keep building, and keep believing. I'm out.